I think there's a lot of people out there who have misjudged Caustic. He's really not such a bad guy. As you can see, we didn't thirst or finish this crypto, but we gave him a second chance by rolling the dice of fate. Let the knockdown shield or the gas decide what happens next. After all, this is a man of science, on the precipice of advancing humanity.
I approve of this new planet. The air is so uncontaminated.
High five!
Okay, look, maybe he's got a few unresolved issues, but we'll work on that. For now, let's just say, if Fuse likes you, then everybody should. My name's Rag... Stop it! Anyway, the greatest gutter-tier gamer on the face of this earth, and today we're going to be playing as the Stinky Gas Man, and we got surprising results on the original World's Edge that has got me convinced there could be a different kind of science in my future, especially if you just saw yesterday's video. Oh my god, they gave me the track! As our dropship glided across World's Edge, I saw the chat appear and I had been recognised. Rag? Not knowing how to respond to this, I just went, Drago? My teammate said, I love you, man. My heart swelled to think that two gutter-tier gamers were about to put it all on the line for each other, but also ready to lose. Now we were both on the same page, we could land in the streamer building and get to work. Don't know about you, but when I hear footsteps in this building, no matter what floor my enemies are on, it feels like they're about to shoot me in the back. But then Dragor made a mighty gesture by pinging me the blue armor. I found this a little overwhelming and tried to ignore it, hoping he'd pick it back up, but he ran away and someone else took the rope near us, so rather one of us got it than a rope jumping baddie.
I got a sweaty wrist.
It occurred to me that Dragor might now be regretting passing up on that blue shield.
First blood. The cycle has begun.
I got you, man. Let's do it. Can't believe we're still alive. The reason we were still alive was that I got lucky against the Wraith and I was actually running away from that Horizons Arcstar and didn't realise I still had my finger on the trigger, but my teammate didn't need to know that. We were the champions of this streamer LZ, and now because we were in the original World's Edge, we could move along to the building that they actually never finished constructing and see if I could end up on the same floor as my teammate this time. Now the great thing about Caustic is that he's the kind of legend where you are more than happy to invite the wolves to dinner. So we set up the traps, preparing for the ferocious flurry of fumes to lure our prey.
My vision is clear.
Am I the only one?
Found a subject.
Died?
Oh, allow me to answer that, Dragor, quite simply because you chose to fight like a man, while I chose to fight like a stinky poo bum coward. Times like these, I wish I spoke more in voice chat, but deep down, I just don't want to.
Skin suits are here. Placing an independent variable. Shields are recharging. Reloading. Whole squad white. One present. You are fortunate.
I got you, man.
Same team.
There was a lot of combat in the capital, but even though I was almost laughing while trying to reassure my teammate, to be honest, I knew that I was on borrowed time here and that my gas trap tactics were actually using a teammate for bait, but as that sounds like something Caustic would do anyway, I suppose I shouldn't really have felt as bad as I did. That grenade may as well have been a ping for our next location, and I wondered if two gutter-tier losers had what it took to pull off a trinity of triumphs. And if we didn't, hopefully we'd fumigate that place and go out in a blaze of toxic flatulence.
The next ring. Deploying a variable. Getting shot. I still see everything. Firing.
As I popped the battery, I wondered if Revenant would brave the fight against the other enemy, but he was clearly sick of getting knocked and waited to see if I had plans to stop a rescue mission. And as it happened, I did.
I still see everything. One half of the squads remain. My vision is clear. Reloading.
Now, if you don't feel a little dirty about double gas canisters outside a door entrance, then you're not playing this legend properly. I know, one would have done, but two is just so much more terrifying. Then my teammate spotted another challenger for the territory of the capital.
Spotted a target. Over there.
Challenge accepted.
Down subject.
Let's get him, man. He's rising.
Yeah, above.
Took down another.
Good job, man.
That was the last one.
80 limbs and 1,000 damage. I was in danger of beginning to believe that we might actually win this game, but I was also fairly sure that my teammate must have been feeling that this greedy, smelly caustic had stolen every kill so far, and he was absolutely right. But the good news was that Dragor was still in good spirits and wanted me to say something for him.
Can you say that I'm the better player gamer on the Facebook?
But you're not the greatest.
No.
Of course, he was asking for the intro to the videos, but I felt compelled to mess with him first, and that's the price of delivery.
I know what you're asking, man. You're asking if I am the greatest gutter tier gamer on the face of this earth, and you're damn right.
But more enemies were to be found on previously covered ground, and the pressure was mounting.
The trap is set. Heading in. Taking fire.
We could easily have pushed here, but I felt the stakes rising inside and fear gripped me. We might actually get to the end game with this legend, and to be honest, I'm quite short on wins these days.
Subject down.
Down.
Using a phoenix. Another very taking fire. My vision is clear. Noxious. Reloaded. I still see everything.
This Octane made me nervous, that short burst of the R99. I'm worried that he would massacre our combined powers with a single clip. Especially if you climb like the wall is a hot potato. Yes, boy, let's go.
Subtracted from the equation.
Round 2 closing, 7 squads left, 10 eliminations for me as a legend I rarely use. Well, I can tell you that that's going to change now. The Havoc was putting in some serious work today, and the golden mag we picked up solidified its place in my loadout.
They're dropping a replicator on us if you care.
I have to confess, I looked around for staging area once we got out the vault side and literally had no idea what I was looking at. At times this felt like a completely different map altogether. Then, enemies.
Let's hunt them. Forget it.
Yeah, close. Yeah, enemies.
Enemy out there.
Revenant popped his ultimate. A good decision. And that means it was time for a bad one. Yes, let's ascend the balloon where they can freely shoot at us while we fly a grand total of 50 meters above our enemies' heads. Well, I blame you, Dragor. It was your plan. I'm simply following your lead.
Getting shot. Someone's got a death wish. I'm back at the totem. You're on your own. Subject down. Reloading. Noxious gas deployed. Reloading. 30 seconds.
I'm glad he said that I was low because I was convinced he was about to accuse me of kill stealing, and to that I plead guilty, Your Honor. Only 2 other squads remained, and a care package was soon to land next to the bridge. The tension rose, and I clenched my gas traps.
Someone's got a death wish. Taking fire. Beware.
Then came the big judgment call. Help or heal? Surely Dragor would win the 1v1, so healing seemed like the correct call, right? Wrong.
Reloading. Last one down. Recharging shields.
Now I was truly alone, but I'd won versus 2 before. All I had to do was do it one more time.
Getting shot at. Recharging shields. Introducing a new variant. Placing gas trap. Incoming grenade. My vision is clear. Placing gas trap. 10 seconds.
Oh, well, this was unfortunate timing for the Havoc to prefer cliffside walls than my enemy in front of my face, but it was a valiant effort by the Gutter Tier Gamers, and we could hold our heads high knowing that you can dangle a Revenant in front of your foes, pad that damage, and almost pull out a victory. However, if I don't get a win soon, then I'm going to introduce my monitor to a flight school that I'm going to be opening up from my second floor window. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Join me next time in that pursuit of the elusive win that we just can't seem to find. Later.